But, you know, people say, is he a racist or not? He's an 80-year-old, or soon to be a year away from 80-year-old guy whose father was a virulent racist.
Oh, yeah.
And
he marched with the KKK. His father was arrested for marching.
His father was definitely a racist.
And his grandfather was a pimp.
Like, of the times. Like, the people are a product of their times. He is a product of his time.
Yeah, but some of us overcome our times.
Yeah, exactly. That is absolutely true.
He hasn't overcome that.
That is true and fair to say. But he's not on the level of racism that
that Stephen Miller is. No, nobody's at the level of Stephen Miller's racism, and who's the architect of all this mass deportation. Grew up here in Santa Monica with Latinos, and I guess they bullied him, and he's got a chip on his shoulder over that.
On Bill Maher's Club Random podcast, actor John Leguizamo clashed with the host.
But, I mean, part of this is a backlash to how badly Biden handled the immigration situation. It can't just be like come one, come all, which it was.
There's plenty of room here, and we need
room.
There's plenty of room in America. Come on, there's not a lack of room in America.
But it's never about room. It's about resources and about like having countries have to have a border. It just can't be. I mean, they've done surveys, and something like 200 million people around the world, when asked, "Would you come to America if you could?" Yes, I would. Why wouldn't they? Lots of countries, are.
Right.
And they would love to be here. You can't
let any... right. The places aren't, but...
Well, they are.
Let's not forget where he got that line.
Using vulgar language, President Trump today questioned why the United States would allow people from Haiti and Africa into the country, describing those places using an expletive while suggesting people from Norway might be more acceptable. He reportedly made the comments during a White House meeting with a bipartisan group of senators. The White House tonight is not denying the president made the remarks.
The president tonight apparently uncorking another astonishing statement, complaining to lawmakers in the Oval Office about protections for immigrants. Why do we want these people from, quote, all these countries here? According to a Democratic aide familiar with the conversation, Mr. Trump was referring to African nations and Haiti, before suggesting the U.S. should have more people from places like Norway.
So Maher borrowed it from a white supremacist and does not understand how calling countries with different cultures that same expletive is foul. Leguizamo would rebuke this statement.
That's why they want to come.
And it's usually because of America, what America's done, especially in Latin America, has beat up every democracy that was burgeoning in Latin America. They destroyed it to keep their oil or their resources or bauxite or bananas.
Like, if you don't really have rights, like as far as like women's rights in most majority Muslim countries, women just don't have close to the rights we have here. If you can't dress the way you want, if you are in a country where there's just extreme poverty, which a lot of countries have, or if there's like the kind of corruption, and we have corruption here, of course, but on a level.
Well, we have extra new corruption with the meme coin.
But it is on a level in some countries that's way, way more.
Well, we're catching up. We're catching up.
Look, if you have watched my stuff, you probably know where this is going. Bill Maher has had a vendetta against Muslim people for quite a while. It is an extensive history that he clearly has not evolved with and even cared to understand, not just with his terrible examples, the backlash that's happened, but also Ben Affleck handing him his own behind on his own show.
Why is Islam the one religion about which so many in America and the West censor themselves when it comes to talking about or making fun of? Is it just fear?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, because they're violent, because they threaten us, and they are threatening. They bring that desert stuff to our world. I said the same thing Friday night. You know, we don't threaten each other. We sue each other. That's the sign of civilized people.
Maher would continue in a piece put together by Alternet. He would justify excluding Syrian refugees from the West because, quote, their cultures are not like ours. He'd also claim, quote, if Muslim men could get laid more, we wouldn't have this problem.
They will say, look, Islam is a religion of peace. Do you buy that?
Yeah, they blow you up. There's a PC over there. There's a PC over there. There's a PC over there.
When 14-year-old Ahmed Mohammed brought a homemade clock to school, Maher stated, Look, this kid deserves an apology, no doubt about it. They were wrong. But can we have a little perspective about this? Did the teacher really do the wrong thing? Because for the last 30 years, it's been one culture that has been blowing blank up over and over again.
But she wants to drive. They want the best part of America, the modernity. They want all the good stuff. They want to have a cell phone to call to say, hey guys, come over to the beheading.
Yeah, I saw the clip of you on Bill Maher. I'm not a big fan of Bill Maher.
Oh yeah, no, he's undercover, right wing, racist. What was funny is the comedian dude.
Harlan Williams.
Yeah, he during the commercial he was like, man, I really agree with everything you're saying. They just told me I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be the funny one and, make fun of you to keep it light so people will watch more,
That's crazy.
So I understand where John Leguizamo is coming from. I mean that sincerely. We do have room. But when Maher says it's not about room, it's about resources, okay. Tell me why we don't have the resources, Bill. What happened to the resources? Who cut the resources? When those resources were cut, who stole that money and those funds? The answer is so glaringly obvious. And this dude, who's like a centrist righty at this point, probably always has been, is saying it's resources? My brother in Christ, you are so close. The issue at hand is that Bill is not only a bigot. The other problem here is that he is a member and in those circles of an elite part of society that does not want the distribution of wealth. He thinks the middle class is thriving. I guarantee it. The lack of resources. I mean, we are so close. We are at the 1 yard line, brother. Score. Go. Tell me why there's a lack of resources. I mean, incredible, dude. Truly. And I can't believe people view this guy as like a shining example. It's astonishing to me. Astonishing. There's a reason why. There has been a lack of understanding. And it comes from voices that he will not allow to participate. And we all know who they are. He just continues to refuse it. And I think it's a tell. You should go subscribe to my new show, The Rick Strom Show. I'm going to be interviewing people from sports, music, journalists, authors, sports doctors. It's going to be fantastic. Please go subscribe. Thank you.